Wait, and actually, I'm not sure if this has already started. Okay, I am recording. All right, perfect. Thad, if you want to go ahead and share your screen and begin the presentation, that would be excellent. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. We are good to go. So screen should be coming up shortly for you. Welcome and thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for the Navigating the Microsoft Partner Support Experience AMA session. My name is Thad Schwepke, and I've also got Tammy Grenegger on the call with us as well. We are both PMs that are working on the Partner Online Support Experience, so the experience that we're going to walk through today. We've only got about 20 minutes for this presentation, so I'm going to jump right in to what we're going to cover today. All right, so we're going to start off the presentation, this session, with a walkthrough demo of the current support experience that's available through partner.microsoft.com. We'll go through some of the common scenarios and highlight the various support resources available. The demo will be focused on showing you how to use support resources and how to engage with the appropriate support teams when you want to speak with a live person on the other end. Due to the time constraints that we have, only 20 minutes for the presentation, we're not going to go into any depth regarding what happens after you initiate that contact with Microsoft support. Hopefully we'll be able to do a future session where we can go into more depth in that subject. We'll also be giving you a sneak peek of some changes that are going to be coming to the support experience in December that I hope will make your support experience even easier. We've based all the changes that we're going to make in December off of feedback that partners have provided us. So we're looking forward to getting those out to you. And then at the end of the deck, there are some reference materials that we'll leave with you so that you can refer to them whenever needed. And then assuming everything goes well, we'll have about 10 minutes left at the end of this session for some Q&A, as Lakeisha said. So as far as the demo is concerned, like I said, we're going to walk you through and navigate through the support experience on partner.microsoft.com. I'll show you how chat is available everywhere you navigate throughout partner.microsoft.com. It's a great way to get into a conversation with somebody in support. If you want to ask a quick question as you're navigating the site, it's always available there for you. We'll spend the majority of our time going over contact support, which is where you can see the various support options available to you for different support topics or needs. This is also the place where you'll be able to see the one thing that we hear most from partners, which is, where is the phone number? So that will be available in here, and we'll show you how that works. Next, we'll introduce you to what we call the top partner questions, or TPQ. This is a great place to see what are the high volume issues coming into support and the resources used to resolve those issues. Then at the very end of it, we'll talk about feedback. Your feedback is very important to the team working on the partner online support experience. So we'll close the demo with how you can provide us feedback and share different information that you find on partner.microsoft.com with your peers. So let's get right into the demo. Move some things around here. So here we are on partner.microsoft.com, and we're going to navigate to the support experience. So you'll notice the home page, we've got support up here. So in order to get to the support experience, click on support. Now, as you go through partner.microsoft.com, you'll see support up in the top navigation. So it's always there, one click away to be able to get to this support landing page here. One of the things I'll highlight while we're here is chat is down here in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see it. Some of the feedback that we've received from partners, and one of the things we'll take a look at for December is increasing the size of this, making it more visible so that you're able to see it. But if I navigate away from support and over into the membership area, you'll see chat is also available. So as I navigate throughout partner.microsoft.com, chat is always there with me. So let's go back to the support area. One of the other features that I wanted to show you on here before we go into contact support is the top partner questions, which is this section here. Now, this is changing on a regular basis based off of the volumes coming into support. So we work with our support delivery teams that are talking to partners on a daily basis and determine what are those top questions partners are asking us. We take those top questions and we pair them up with a description of what the questions partners are asking, and then the resources that our support agents are using to resolve those issues when partners call in. And so this is a good place that when you're having an issue or have a question, this would be a great place to initiate looking for resources that you can use yourself to resolve your problem. There's a good chance that there's information in here that can help you resolve your issue without having to make a contact to support. This list here is the top ones that are going on currently. If you want to see the full list of them, you click on See More Questions and you'll see the full library of top partner questions. There's 50 or so questions broken down by different categories that you can view. The next section that I want to go into is contact support. So this is the place if you want to know, sorry. Okay, let me relaunch here.
That should take care of it. If you have problems with that, I can start sharing because it's working on my end.
Okay, there we go. So I come into contact support, and partners have a vast array of questions that they have, and they cover a lot of different topics. And so this is a place where you can narrow down the support team that you need to be contacting. You don't need to know exactly which phone number or which support team or how I use online submission or whether they have chat. This place right here will be the place that you can go to gain access to the different support resources available for the topics that partners have questions about. So I can come in here and you can see now we start with a category. So in this particular case, I'm going to come down here to technical support. I'm going to click on the portals and centers, meaning that it could be with like partner.microsoft.com. It could be the partner dashboard, partner center. And then I'll come in here to login issues. And so one of the things you'll notice on here is here's some content that's related to this subject. Again, we have people that are manually curating the content that is associated with this particular topic. So this content down here is used by our support agents to help resolve these very specific issues. For this particular scenario, it looks like chat is the support option that is the most optimal for addressing these issues. One thing to note is at this point, I've been going through contact support and I still haven't signed in. So signing in is not a requirement in order for you to navigate your way through these different topics. We'll only ask you to sign in the case where a sign-in is required to help validate and get you into the right support. So if I click on Start a Chat, This will initiate chat, and I'll fill out some pieces of information and be able to get into a chat very quickly with a support agent with regards to this particular topic. Another scenario that we get a lot of is if I go down here to program membership, enrollment, re-enrollment, and we'll choose Microsoft Partner Network. Now, you can see again, these are all changing. The recommended solutions, again, are tied specifically to this issue type. And these are some different questions or resolutions that are associated with this particular topic. Also notice that your support options down here at the bottom have now changed. You still have a support option, so you can still engage support, and you now have the call an agent. And so you can see here's a phone number that you can use to contact support. Now, as I go through here, depending on the topic that I'm selecting, the team that sits behind chat or the team that sits behind the different phone numbers, those are all taken care of for you. You're not going to have to guess, do I need to go to this support team or this support team? Whatever we present to you here will get you connected with the right support team on the other end. So as I navigate through here, you might actually see the phone number change based off of the subject that I have here. So the next one, now, one of the things I'll do while I'm here, let me click on one of these solutions here. So I'm going to click on this particular link here, and it will take me to a place that tells me about membership management readiness. Now, with full transparency, I'm going to go ahead and hit the back button here. This is one of the pieces of feedback that we've gotten from partners, that if they navigate away from the contact support page, whenever they come back, we've forgotten what they were looking at. And so as we look at our changes coming up, this is one of the pieces of feedback that we've prioritized and is important to us based off of the amount of feedback we've gotten. So let me go down to customer management, and I'm going to go to add and update customers, and this time I'm going to choose CSP. So again, you have some content that's associated with it. Now for this particular topic, I've got multiple support options. I don't have just chat and call an agent. I now also have the ability to submit a ticket. Now, the support options that we provide here, based off of the different changes, these are the most optimal support routes for you to take to get to an agent as quickly as possible. So in this particular case, I'm going to click submit an issue, and in this case, it's going to take me over. And remember, I didn't log in before, and what it's doing right now is I have pass-through authentication, so I've already been logged into the Partner Center site. So you can see now I've logged in. If I hadn't logged in, it would have asked me for my credentials, and it would have finished the login process. So now I'm over on Partner Center, and I'm here where I can go ahead and submit a ticket that will land with the correct team based off of the selection made here. And so you didn't have to think about where you needed to log your ticket. You chose a category, topic, and issue, and we get you into the right support experience to where you can get the help that you need. So I'm going to go back to contact support, and this time I'm going to go to other. I'm going to go to reactivate, and I'm going to look at this. So this right here is we have a bot that can give you an update on tickets. So if I have a volume license ticket open with our operations team, I can come in here and reactivate or escalate a case, click on that, and now I'm going to log in. And so now you see I've got this. It recognizes who I am. I can now enter a case number. And whenever I enter that case number, it's going to go and look on the back end and see what that status of that case is. and it should come back soon here. And here it gives me a summary of the case information that was there. So I can now escalate, I can reactivate. There's multiple actions that I can take on this particular case. So the important takeaway here from a contact support standpoint, if you know the type of problem that you're having, you can use these selections to get you routed to the right support team and the right support options that are available to you for that particular topic. The last one I'm going to show you here is account setup, renewals, and dynamics. And so again, you can see we've got recommended solutions. And in this particular case, submit an incident is actually going to take you over to Partner Source, where you log tickets for Dynamics. So again, you saw before, submit an incident went to Partner Center for a CSP issue. For this particular Dynamics issue, it will get you routed over into Partner Source. I'm not going to actually click on the link because I don't have access to Partner Source, so we'll just get an error message because my login will fail.
And
so that's.
I'll just add in there real quick, Thad, for those. So the dynamics and the volume licensing around the operational or transactional type of issues was recently added in July. And so for the particular issues where they do provide chat support for those questions, that will also appear here as well. So it's based on the particular issue. So this one, they may not be able to answer it through chat. It does need to be a ticket, but that will be driven behind that as well. So that's something that's new as of July.
Great. Thank you, Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
And then one thing, we've gone through a lot of stuff related to membership, licensing, management of your customers. But another popular question that partners have is, I need technical support for a product. So I can come under, again, the technical support. I can come in here, and if I'm a CSP and I want to submit a ticket on behalf of my customer, I can do that here. Or if I want to do it on behalf of my own self, I want to submit a ticket, I can come and do that here. So I'll come in here and I'll say I'm just going to submit a ticket for myself, and I'll choose Azure in this case. Again, it will provide you with some contextual help, recommended solutions. And in this case, I'll click on Submit an Incident Online, and it will get me routed into Azure, where I can submit a ticket and see my ticket history here. So again, I didn't have to think about where to go. I went into contact support, selected from the different drop downs, and it gets me routed into the right place. All right, so let me go over back to the deck. All right, so changes coming in December. So when we navigated through the support experience, you went up to the top navigation, you clicked on support, and you were taken to the support home, which is this page here. But in order to get to the contact support, you had to go another click down in order to get to that, and then you had to select from the drop downs. As we look forward to what we want to do in December is we want to take away that one click down into contact support. So we're doing some merging of contact support into the home page. So it's right there when you get into support, and you can use that as one of your options. Plus, you still have top partner questions available to you. I'm going to click over because the next screen actually gives us a little bit close-up view. So another piece to highlight is we have this new search bar up here. This search bar is related to support. So you'll type in a query like you normally would any other search engine, but this search engine is using Bing in the background, and it is only scoped to return results related to support questions. So it's very narrowly scoped so that it's able to address support related type questions. You'll see the contact support is here in as the next step down. You've still got your recommended solutions, and then you've also got your contact support options. We're optimizing the UI here so that it's much easier for you to read and we don't have a lot of white space out there. You'll notice that we've also made these just links, and you can hover to see any of the details about the link you're going to click on. We've got top partner questions there, just like we do on the support homepage today. But then we've also got the chat button. So you saw in the demo, the chat button was pretty tiny and hidden in the bottom right-hand corner. We're trying to gain more visibility into the chat button, so changing the color, making it a little bit larger so that it's more discoverable for partners to be able to find. Now, I know I'm running short on time, so I'm going to just jump into the last slide here is just different resource materials. You've got the partner website. Go to partner.microsoft.com, click on support, and that will get you into the support experience. There is a KB article that you can read that walks you through how to use support, plus all of those categories, topic, and issue dropdowns. We provide a table that shows you what all of the different combinations are so you can see it visually rather than using trial and error clicking through. Also, it's important, we pay attention to the feedback that's submitted to us. So if you're in some content and you see, did this solve your problem? Click yes or no, let us know. It will also give you an option to provide some verbatim. Also, as you navigate through partner.microsoft.com, you'll also see, was this page helpful? And again, same thing, tell us yes or no and provide us the feedback because we're constantly looking at it. Now, if you don't want to use either one of those options available to you, you just have some general feedback for us that you want to send. We do have an alias that you can send feedback to related to the support experience, and it's just psf@microsoft.com, and we've got people monitoring that alias and taking that feedback in. So I told you about changes coming in December, so check back regularly as we're going to be constantly making improvements to the support experience. Don't forget about Start a Chat Anywhere, and then there is also the support blog out on partner.microsoft.com. And that should bring us to the questions.
I've had one question that came up initially when you ran into that error message. Is there any, I don't know, I've not experienced that myself. Is there any way that people can avoid that if they get that bad request message, or any way to prevent that? Are you aware of?
You know, that was the first time I ran into it. So my initial thought was just to close down and reopen the browser.
Okay. But if this is happening a lot,
find out what's causing it.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll follow up on that, Dean, to make sure that we understand why that's happening and what could be done, if anything, in regards to that, and we'll follow up on that.
And if it is something that you consistently see, send us the feedback, the steps that you're taking, and any information that we can get, we'll take and process and figure out, and we'll respond back to you.
Yeah, and maybe even the time in which time zone you're in that it happened, so that we can look through any logs or anything that might be tracked on the back end.
Yes.
So Dean, you can use that email address, that psf@microsoft.com that I put in the window there.
Excellent.
Any other questions?
And Tammy, it looked like you answered all the questions that came up in the chat. That's correct? Okay, perfect. Yep. And I don't see any additional questions posted on Microsoft Partner Community, so we can just see if there are any other questions. Go ahead and feel free to post them in the chat. We have about 3 or 4 minutes left now.
Does anyone have any feedback even on what you're seeing and the changes that we do have coming up in December? We know it's the initial kind of start of this journey to really improve this experience for all of you and make it a lot easier to find what you need. But if you have feedback on that as well, we'd love to hear that.
I have a question. Which is the
It looks like somebody's typing a question in or comment.
Yeah.
Sorry, now I repeat. Which is the difference between this kind of support and the support we we use when we log into the dashboard because we already use the support, but usually we log into the dashboard and there is a support area. Which is the difference between these two kinds of support? Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay.
You want?
So to answer your question, Daniela, so this contact support is meant to get you into the right support place. So if you're over on Partner Center and you already know that you can log a ticket inside a Partner Center and it goes to the team that you want it to go to and you've had that experience, you can continue going down that path. If you go over here into contact support and you choose from this category topic issue drop down and it's a topic related to what you're submitting over on Partner Center, when you click that submit an issue, that's going to take you over into Partner Center to log that ticket. It will also provide you, in some cases, chat or a phone number. So you can continue using Partner Center. That's where we'll route you if that's where you need to be to log a ticket. But this is a great launching pad if you don't know where to go.
So we can use both?
Yes.
Okay, but the first one, we can we can ask to our customer to use this kind of support. We can give them the link. Is it possible for our customer? Can ask them to use this support or not, because sometimes we open some requests for our customer. This is a way to save time for us. Do you understand?
So I think you're asking about submitting tickets on behalf of your customer and what happens after you submit. Is that correct?
No, can you repeat that?
Are you asking questions about you're submitting a ticket on behalf of your customer and where to start that from, or your audio is not very
yes,
good?
Yes, my idea is to ask to our customer to be I don't know how to say, to be able to open a request without our help.
The connection's pretty bad. I'm not catching the question there. If you want to follow up and send your specific questions through to that psf@microsoft.com, we can look to help direct you either through this support experience or help get you to the right team. The connection's just a little bit bad there.
Okay.
Said there was one question in regards to the phone numbers. I'm not sure if you're able to address it. In Central Europe, Hungary area, there's just one phone number. That's not really useful in most cases. It's kind of like more of like a general phone number, and they're wondering if there's any plans to extend phone support availability in Europe. I'm not sure if that's anything.
Okay. No, yes, I understand. I need a confirmation. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Yep.
as far as specific phone numbers, we work with the different delivery teams and they provide us with the phone numbers. So any details about whether they're expanding phone numbers or changing phone numbers, I don't have any insight into it until they want those changes made inside of contact support. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the right person to ask or be able to answer that question.
Yeah, I suppose if there's specific stuff on the phone numbers, you could always submit it through that "was this page helpful?" or again through that alias of what issue you were expecting to get through the phone number that maybe you don't feel it was routed appropriately, and we can see if there's anything we can do with that particular support team, if there's a different number or how we can better, put here's the options you need to select when you go through the phone tree or whatever, and try to help there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we have. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we have about 1 minute left here, so just want to make sure that we're addressing the final questions. There was one that was just posted in the chat. If we want to
Yeah.
have time to address that, or if we need to take that offline, just so we can respect the time of all the folks on the call.
Yeah, I think in regards to the SLA comment and having concerns there, again, I think that's one, it'll require us to know which team you were working with. There's obviously many different support organizations and teams behind all of this, and some of them might have different service level agreements. So, if you have feedback on that, let us know where you submitted it or which team or which ticket number you have, and then we can certainly follow up with that team if you feel like SLAs are either regularly not met or if it's just for that particular case. That's something that we can certainly help, educate the support teams of what we're hearing from the partners in regards to that.
Perfect. Thank you, Tammy. Excellent. Well, we're out of time now, so I want to respect everyone's time on the call. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. Thad and Tammy, thank you for the presentation and answering all of the questions. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you from One Commercial Partner and Microsoft Partner Community, and also the partners that were able to join the call today. If folks have additional questions or comments or concern, please feel free to continue the conversation at the email address that Tammy provided, and also you can post questions on Microsoft Partner Community with this specific Ask Me Anything event, and we will continue to monitor that. This recording will be posted on Microsoft Partner Community by the end of the business day. And yeah, we just appreciate everyone joining, and thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Great.
Thanks, everyone.
You.
Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.